All right. This week's questions asked, guys, episode number 50. And the question at the top of the key this week, guys, is what exactly is included in my total room count? What exactly is included in the total room count? Minutes to jump on. Remember, when you come on, guys, go ahead and like the page if you are here visiting on Facebook, and if you're on YouTube, go ahead and smash the subscribe button. Make sure you turn your notification buttons on, guys. Make sure you turn your notification buttons on. If you are new to real estate or new to broker price opinions, go ahead and drop a 1 in the comment area. So when you drop a 1 in the comment area, I have a free resource for you. It's included right here in the show notes. So go into the show notes, guys, and go ahead and get the free BPO webinar, okay? All right, but drop a 1 in the comment area so I'll know who you are. For those of you who don't know me, I am Angela Cooper. I am a broker price opinion coach. I help real estate agents increase their income while they're waiting on buyers and sellers to close. Because the truth of the matter is, guys, it takes about 30 to 45 days to close on a house sometimes, unless it's a cash deal. So who has that kind of time, 30 to 45 days, to wait on getting paid or paying bills? How about that? All right. So listen, guys, for those of you who are just joining us, this is where I bring you the goods on YouTube every couple of weeks, twice a month, on Broker Price Opinions. And on the Facebook page, guys, I try to come every single Sunday evening between 6 and 8 p.m. All right. So I had a lot of questions asked this week, mostly by some of the newer agents, okay? And guys, I want to say that if you turn your notifications button on, you will get notified every time I come here and give up the goods about Broker Price Opinions on questions asked, okay? So the question that was at the top of the key this week is, what exactly is included in the total room count? How do I know which rooms to add and which not to add? So to answer that question, guys, all of the living rooms are included. So any space that's livable, that does not include the garage. It does not include the laundry room. No attics, no basements that are not built out, okay? No bathrooms are included as well. So you just have your regular rooms, living room, dining room, kitchen, bedrooms, game room, media room, okay? No bathrooms, no laundry room, no basement unless it's totally built out to living space, and no garage, okay? All right, so those are all the rooms that make up your total room count. Somebody said, well, what if I can't find the room count? I don't see anything except the fact that it's a 3-bedroom and 2 bathrooms. I don't see any rooms at all on the tax record. Where do I find it? Do I find it in MLS or do I find it on a tax record? Okay. You can find it in either of those places. If you're talking about your subject, you're most likely going to find that information in your tax record, okay? If you're talking about the comps, you're going to find that in the MLS. Your subject most likely is not going to show up in the MLS unless it's listed, okay? If your subject is currently listed, then you should be able to get the total room counts off the MLS. Now, sometimes that information is imported in from the tax record and it doesn't always show up, okay? But if you look at what the realtor wrote when she put her listing information there, she may have put 3 bedrooms up, 1 bedroom down. That's a clue. 4 bedrooms, okay? You might only have, 3 bathrooms. But the tax record might show a total of 3 bathrooms. That doesn't necessarily mean it's 3 full bathrooms, okay? It's gonna be 2 full baths and a half bath, most cases if it's a 2-story property, okay? If you are a BPO mastery student, you have a cheat sheet. Always go to your cheat sheet so you can see how to find that information. I give you a guesstimate sheet on how to find the room count based on the total square footage of your house, okay? So there are a number of ways that you can find out, the total room count. But what is included? The better question is what is not included. Do not include the garage, no laundry rooms, no unfinished basements, and no bathrooms. Okay? All right, so question number 2. How do I give a condition rating to my subject when I've never been inside and I've only just done exterior photos? The exterior photos, I don't see any repairs needed or anything like that. So, how do I know if it's good, average, or excellent? Because to me, it's excellent. That's what one of my students said. Well, here's the deal. When you're doing your broker price opinions in your reports, this is how it goes. It's like a stair step, okay? You have excellent, then go down to grade down to good, then grade down to average, grade down to fair, grade down to poor, okay? All right, poor meaning unlivable, is inhabitable, okay? So on your excellent properties, those are going to be your properties that are brand new built properties. No one has ever lived in it. The builder just got through building it and put the seal on the deal, okay? It may not even be sold yet, but it's sitting there in that subdivision, a brand new property. That is rated excellent, okay? And also, if you have a person like your investors, they will gut a property, totally gut the property, and go back and totally renovate the property. No one's ever lived in there, but every inch of the house is remodeled, okay? So that one you can also rate excellent as well, because most of the time, you will not have an investor to go and gut the property and go back and put all new sheetrock and cabinets and all of that without redoing the wiring. They're most likely going to redo the wiring and the plumbing, okay? So therefore, since the wiring and the plumbing is already redone and the house is totally renovated, never lived in, okay? All right, it's a flip, okay? So that you can most times rate as excellent as well, okay? All right. So here's the property that's a good property. If your property was built within the last 5 years, they normally want to see a good rating on that property. It's good, okay? Also, if you have someone living in the property, they've done some new upgrades, maybe they changed all the cabinets out to granite cabinets, maybe replaced the appliances, and maybe the AC got replaced, you can rate that as a good. But because that person is still living there and all of the house was not remodeled or renovated, okay, then it's not going to qualify as an excellent property. Only those properties that are 0 to 5 years, most asset valuation companies want to see 0 to 5 years rated good, or if the property has been recently remodeled, that is considered a good property, okay? All right, so your average property is that property that you go out there, you do your drive-by, you don't see any repairs needed, but it's more than 5 years old. It may be 10, 15-year-old property. It could be even 20 years old. That if I don't see any repairs needed, the yard is well groomed, I will give that an average score, an average rating, because it's more than 5 years on a new build. Okay, and here's the thing: in your instructions, if you read your instructions in your BPO, it will normally tell you, assume that the inside is the exact condition as the outside. So if the outside doesn't need any repairs, then you're going to assume that the inside doesn't need any repairs as well, but it is going to rank in average condition, okay? All right, so now you're out there, you're doing an exterior BPO, and you see the side of the brick, side of the house is brick, and it looks like the brick is cracked, okay? Or you might see a blue tarp on the roof. Now you're getting into your fair properties, okay? Someone is living there. You can literally see cars parked in the yard. You may even see somebody out there doing the yard, okay? But you're gonna rate that property fair because somebody is living there. It is in livable condition. It just needs some, minor repairs, or it might need some major repairs. In that case that I gave you the scenario about the brick being cracked, sometimes you can see a line going through the brick on the side, okay? So if you see something like that, then most likely it's going to have a foundation problem, or they may have corrected it or something like that. But you definitely need to put that information in your comments. If you see cracked brick, you need to put that in comments, okay? But to get to the rating is going to be fair, okay? All right, so the next one is poor. What is a poor rated property? That's where you can look at the property. It looks abandoned. Weeds probably grown up everywhere. You can visibly see the roof falling in. There's no blue tarp. The roof is barely staying there, okay? You might even see some broken windows, and it just looks horrible. Like toe up from the floor up, okay? Not from the floor up, toe up from the flow up, okay? So that's gonna be your poor rating, all right? All right, now here's the thing. Also, when you have a different rating from your subject and your comp, whatever that difference is, make sure that you do your adjustments, okay? All right, so you guys know the drill. We are going to question number 3. And before we go to question number 3, guys, if you are on the Facebook page, go ahead and like the page. If you're watching this episode number 50 on YouTube, guys, go ahead and smash that subscribe button. Make sure on both sites that you turn your notification buttons on, okay? Turn your notification buttons on so you'll know and get notified every time I come and talk about broker price opinions. All right, so listen, guys, if you are new to broker price opinions or new to real estate, go ahead and drop a 1 in the comment area so I'll know who you are. And if you are here visiting after the fact, go ahead and hashtag replay so I'll know that you came by. If you have comments, guys, while we are here tonight, you can get your questions answered live. All you have to do is put your question in the comment area, okay? I can see the questions right here on the screen. So, but if you're here on replay and you have questions, still feel free to go ahead and drop your questions in the comment area, okay? All right, question number 3. What does probable repair price? What is that? What does that mean? Okay, so this might be your first or second BPO, and you have a lot of different pricing strategies. They want to know the 90-day pricing, the 120-day, what is the 30-day, and then they have repaired probable sale price, okay? Now, that's quite simple. Don't get alarmed. It's just that you have to add your repairs to your as-is value. Whatever you came up with as your as-is value, make sure you add your repairs to that, okay? So that is going to be your probable repair sale price, okay? All right, so what if I don't have any repairs? Do I have to put anything there? I mean, if I don't have any repairs, how am I going to put a probable repair sales price? I know it sounds like a tongue twister, right? Okay, so if you don't have any repairs, you simply just bring your 90-day as-is value over to the next block where it says probable repair price. They're going to be exactly the same, okay? Why are they exactly the same? Because you don't have any repairs. You can't just make up repairs. If you don't see any repairs, you just don't have any, okay? All right, and so it's going to be the same exact price. What do I do? How do I find the list price then? Okay, how do I find the list probable repair list price? Same way you found the as-is list price. Whatever your as-is list price, whatever you put there, that's the same thing you're going to put on your list price for your repaired probable list price, okay? How do I get to the 90-day as is? Okay, that is a mastery question. You have to figure out which one of your comps is most relative to your subject and go feed off of that particular comp. Sold comp, okay? Not list comps, sold comps. Feed off the one that's most relative to your subject, and that's how you come up with your 90-day as is price. But as far as the list price is concerned, think about it like this. Think about it like you're going to a car lot to buy you a Mercedes Benz, okay? And the Mercedes is listed for $40,000. Do you really think they're looking for $40,000? That is the real value? They're looking for $40,000, but they're gonna give it to you if you negotiate it down, for $38,000, $39,000. Okay? So what they've done is they've padded the list price. They've padded the list price. And that's all you do with your BPO. You pad the list price. You could pad it based on what the market is running out there. Like if it's 1%, the sold price is 1% higher than your list price, then whatever your as is value, add 1%. But if your sold to list price is 3%, then add 3% for your list price. That's it, You can go through all of that if you want to, but as for me, I keep it simple, okay? I keep everything simple. A young lady came on YouTube the other day, a couple days ago, and she said, I'm very impressed. She said, you did 41 BPOs in, 24 to 48 hours. Absolutely. You know how I did it? Because I don't overthink everything. I keep everything simple, okay? If I have a list of my 90-day pricing came in at $100,000, I'm only gonna mark it up a couple $1,000s for my list price, 102. Simple, okay? Because here's the deal. The seller gonna give you whatever it takes to get that house off the market and for him to get that house. Like right now, these sellers are giving $5,000 and $10,000 and $20,000 more than the asking price just so they can get the houses right now. It's a seller's market, okay? So what you list the house for, that's totally up to you. If you know what your as is value, you could list it for whatever you want to. Just don't go crazy and list it for, 10 or 15% more than your as is value, because the quality control specialist is going to frown on that. They typically don't want to see more than 3 to 5% up charge on your list price, okay? All right. Drum roll, question number 4. Okay, on question number 4, this is really, it's always a BPO mastery question, but we're going to give it to you anyway. Because guys, listen, if you are new to real estate or new to broker price opinions, we now have 2 courses, okay? We have a course for brand new real estate agents that just got their license yesterday or last month within the year. We have a new introductory course prior to the mastery course that you can take now, guys, and get yourself familiar with the real estate jargon. What is the MLS? What is the tax record? How do I find the square feet? How do I even find, the tax APN number? All of that is in that class, for the newer real estate agent, okay? Because let's face it, when you take your real estate course, they're not going to give you all of this information. They're going to keep it simple for your course. They're going to be mostly talking about laws and how do you take property, tenant in common, and all of that good stuff. They're not going to break down the tax record for you. They're not going to break down the MLS for you. Because once you get your real estate license, you go to MLS training through whatever MLS company you're connected with, okay? But in this course, I break it all down for you and tell you all of that new stuff that sound foreign to you when you get to BPO Mastery. BPO Mastery is for the real estate agent that has been doing real estate for quite some time. They've done CMAs forever. The yang, they already know how to find and how to read tax records and things of that nature, okay? You can take BPO Mastery if you're brand new to real estate. Don't get it twisted. I want you to take BPO Mastery, but I also want you to familiarize yourself with how to read tax records, MLS, and all of that good stuff, okay? So, because if not, you're going to be asking a whole bunch of questions and wasting your free, if you will, free coaching sessions asking me questions that you should already know if you're a realtor and been a realtor for 5 years, okay? All right, so question number 4. Quality control says that my price, my 90-day price, is higher than my lowest sold comp, but I have my lowest sold comp rated as superior to my subject. Did y'all get that? Did y'all get that? I'm going to repeat it. This is the question. How do I fix this? Quality control says my price is, my final price for my subject is higher than my lowest sold comp, but I have my lowest sold comp rated superior to my subject. So if you have your sold comp rated superior to your subject, then the pricing for your subject should be lower than that superior comp, okay? Now, you're going to run into a problem if you don't have a lower price than whatever price you brought your subject in at. So say hypothetically you brought your subject in at $100,000, but you said sold comp number 1 is worth $105,000. Now that's your lowest sold comp, because 2 and 3 going on up to 115 and 120. But you said that your subject was $100,000. Is that right? No, $106,000. Is that right? Okay, you said that the value of the subject, he said the value of the subject was higher than your lowest sold comp, which was $105,000. So that means you made it $106,000, but you said the lowest sold comp was superior. So that means your lowest sold comp should not be 105. It should be more than 106. Okay? You can do 2 things. You can change the rating on that comp, or you can lower your price lower than that comp. And in order to lower your price and lower than that comp, you're going to have to go find a new comp. You got to replace that comp. If you leave the price at 105, I know this sounds real complicated, but a mastery student will understand this. If you say that the lowest sold comp is $105,000, but it's superior to your subject, and you rated your subject at 106, okay, you got to make your subject lower than 105. But you don't have any more comps that are lower than 105. That's your lowest sold price. You're going to have to replace one of those other comps. Comp 2 and 3, one of them have to be replaced with something in the 90,000 bracket, or somewhere between 100,000 and 105. Okay? I know. That is a mastery question for a mastery student, because a mastery student asked that question. But hopefully you can wade through the waters and understand what I'm talking about. If not, get yourself enrolled in BPO Mastery, and we can have a one-on-one conversation about how to do adjustments and how to do values, okay? Because that is usually what quality control is always going to kick something back for adjustments most of the time and pricing, okay? Adjustments and pricing. And you have to know what you're doing when you're doing adjustments for your comps, because you never, ever, ever adjust the subject. You always adjust the comps, okay? All right, so you guys, it has been real serving you today. I don't see any questions. If I have any questions, go ahead and drop your questions in the comment area. I know we went a little longer today than normal, but you know what? When you have brand new mastery students, you get the complicated questions asked, okay? And so I try to answer all of the questions and bring the top of the key questions to you every week right here on the Facebook page on Questions Asked, okay? All right, so for those of you who are visiting after the fact, go ahead and hashtag replay so we'll know that you came in to visit us. And don't forget to drop your ones in the comment area for your new people, new to BPOs, and those that are new real estate agents so we can get you some free information today. All right, you guys have an amazing week. Let's go get that money, okay? And I will see you guys on the next one. Bye now.